Hey everybody, Drew Lentz, the wireless nerd, and today I want to talk about the Hamina Nomad. Now, Hamina's been in the industry for a while. They make an incredible planning tool. It's all browser-based, it's all web-based, and it's done a fantastic job of being able to place access points and show them in 3D and zoom around and see where your coverage is going to be based on simulation. But they do have a tool called the Nomad, and the Nomad allows you to walk around and do a site survey. You can understand what signals are being broadcast. You can understand where your primary coverage is, secondary coverage. It grabs all the data at every one of the locations that you walk through or that you stop at, depending on what type of survey, and then it brings it directly into the Hamina dashboard. Now, once it's in there, you can manipulate it, you can look at it, you can see what's going on. But the tool itself that records this is called the Hamina Nomad, and it's a really cool tool. So I've got one set up right here beside me. I've got a little pencil there and a pair of cable scissors so you can see about the size of it. It is significantly smaller than what you're used to seeing in the industry. It's much more lightweight. It's about the same height, but from a perspective of just bulk alone, check this out. There it is. There, let me move those all the way. There it is compared to the Ekahau Sidekick 2. Now, the Sidekick 2 is great. It's a phenomenal piece of equipment. It's been working really well for what it does, but all of that functionality and all those features are packed into something that's about half the size. If you stack them on top of each other, you see it really is about half the size. There's also a couple of other things I think make a big difference when it comes to it. And one of those, I'm reaching over here, one of those is the way that you attach a shoulder strap to it. Now, this is actually really cool. So the device itself is small, fits right in this palm of your hand. I mean, palm of my hand, right? My hand's actually bigger than the device. It's very slim. It's about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches tall. It's got a couple ports on there, USB-A for a spectrum analyzer. It's got a charging port that's USB-C, and then it has a place where you connect your phone, also USB-C hiding down there. Now, the thing that I like, the power button's right here, so you turn it on, you press the power button for a second. It'll go ahead and turn on. Maybe I didn't press it for long enough. So you hold it down, and it turns on. And once it's on, you connect your device to it, and you're good to go. It's got a little button over here. Or I'm sorry, a little light over here to show you that this is where the charge port is. I probably need to charge my battery. But this is one of the things I like the most about it. If there's any of you that's a photographer out there, you'll notice that this looks like the Peak Design tab. Well, guess what, y'all? It works with all of it. And the way that you change this out, it comes with the shoulder strap. It's a nice shoulder strap. It's a little thin for a big guy like me. I'm 6'5", and this one is a little, it's a little skinny, but that's okay. It works. But the key here is if I want to use my own, if I want to use a photography a band, or if I want to strap it to something, on my waist, or if I want to attach it to my bag, what you do with these is you just press in right at the top and it slides right out. And now I can take this and I can use any of the types of devices or straps that go with it. It comes with these 3 attached to it. So it makes it very easy to use, very easy to switch out what you're trying to do with it. To me, that's actually a really big thing. Conversely, on the other side, this has just the loops that you run the little hook through. You can't see it there. Sorry about the zoom. But this one is a little bit more creative in the way that you can carry it around with you. The other thing that it has is right here on the back, it's got that quarter 20 bolt. So you can attach it to a device. You can attach it to something that you carry around with you. You can attach it to a tripod if you need to. This does not have that. So the other one does not have it. There's the port where you plug in. There's USB-C on top, but it doesn't have any way to mount it other than the strap. Or 3D printing something for yourself. So this one has a lot of flexibility when it comes to what you're doing with it. It's about the same, as I mentioned, it's about the same width as you would see on there, but it really is significantly lighter. And I don't know by how much. I'll have to look at the specs, but this is just such a lighter device. And you notice that when you have to carry it around. Knock something off my desk. You notice that when you have to carry it around with you and it's strapped to you for long periods of time, you want something that's not going to cause any strain or stress. Now, that is the device itself. Okay, now to do the actual survey, the first thing that I need to do is jump on my phone and I need to download the Hamina app. It's called Hamina Onsite. And once I get it, I open it up and I load it, and it shows me that my Nomad is not connected. It shows me a list of the projects that I have on here. Now, to connect it, you have to have 2 things. One is I've got one of the older iPhones, so this is the Lightning to USB-A cable. If you're using the newer phones, it's that USB-C to USB-A cable or adapter there. And this is the one that you have to use. You can't use a weird one or else it's not going to work. So use the Apple one. Go find it. And usually they're pretty easy to source. And you take a cable, USB-A in this case. I can take my USB-A to USB-C. I take that cable. And once I have the USB-C end, I go ahead and I attach that to the data port on this Nomad. Now, once it's on there, this thing's powered on and I've got it attached, then I can just simply plug it into the bottom of my device, and it's going to take a second. It's got to recognize it. It takes connect to Nomad to get started. Here it goes. This thing is online. Let me see. All right. I hadn't powered it on. Sorry about that. So I powered it on, and it says connect to Nomad to get started, and shows me a list of my projects. Now, this list of projects is pretty cool. It shows anything that is already online. I don't have to synchronize specific projects. Everything is just automatically on there. And once I have that, I can scroll down and I can look at Drew Home, which is the place where I'm trying to do it. And when I tap on it, it loads up my floor plan. Once I load it up, then I've got the floor plan ready to go, and I can take that floor plan, I can walk around, and I can do that site survey. All right, so it took about 6 to 8 minutes to get the survey done. And I will tell you that I tripped over my couch and I pulled the cable out of the Nomad while I was doing the survey, and I plugged it back in. It said couldn't communicate. I plugged it back in and immediately started working. So that was pretty cool. So yes, I look kind of dorky walking around my house with the survey piece of equipment, hanging around my hip, but that's okay. It's a beautiful morning. I got to go outside, get a breath of fresh air. It really didn't take long. And what I will tell you is the strap is a little small, like it's a little thin, but that's okay. But this device is so lightweight that it wasn't a pain in the butt. I didn't have to carry anything except for my phone. I was just tapping away as I went through, but there was nothing that was causing a strain on my hands. Nothing more than I would be doing walking around texting on my phone anyway. So it was very easy to survey with. It worked really well. It was very quick. I used the guides so that whenever I would tap, it would show me where the reading was from, and I'd walk pretty much 75% or so to the edge and then tap again. So I got some good readings. I went to some areas of interest like the restrooms and the bedrooms to see what coverage looked like in there. But overall, it was pretty easy to use. All right, so I just sat back down in my chair after walking around and doing a survey using the Hamina Nomad. It was very easy to do. It took about 8 minutes. It is significantly lighter than any of the other tools that I've used. You don't have to hold it in your hand. You can strap it around your body, and you don't feel it. Not that the other ones give you any type of fatigue, but it was noticeably lighter. It's smaller. It's a smaller footprint. It's lighter weight. It's very easy to use. It seemed very simple. As I walked through, I was able to tap just where I wanted to do my coverage analysis. So it worked really well. And the other thing that works seamlessly with it that I love is because it's connected to your phone, and because the phone has the app that's always synchronizing. When I go and I load up my map, I can go back in here, and if I just do a quick refresh, once I refresh it, it gives me a little option for survey. And if I click on it where it says survey, there's all of the information. It's right there. Everything about the survey that I just did is already there. I don't have to manually synchronize. I don't have to go in and select something and upload it. I don't have to do any of that. It's just automatically on there. It's made some pretty decent guesses as where my access points are based on it. Based on what it saw out there. But I can quickly look at everything almost instantaneously as soon as I sit down, and I can go through and look. Let's go look at the fun one. Let's go look at Energetic, which is my main network name, and my secondary coverage. So in secondary coverage, you'll see, obviously I have some issues here. My bathroom isn't doing too well, y'all. I'm going to need to really bulk up the Wi-Fi in there. That's okay. My daughter's room has a little bit of a dark area there in the corner, so maybe I need to get something going over here. But from a secondary coverage issue, the rest of my house works pretty well. Look at that. There's, maybe that's why my cell phone doesn't work the way it should when I'm walking through my room. There's no handoff that's going on there because I don't have secondary coverage. So there you go. I've learned something new about my network specifically because I did this walkthrough, but all the data is in here. It's really easy to see. It's really easy to go and look at there. Here's each one of my little test points that are there. It's really easy to see and understand what's happening on my network, and it just works the way that it's supposed to. I think that that's one of the key things here is that so much time has been put into the software and the hardware from Hamina where it just does what it's supposed to do, and it does it very easily, and it does it how you would expect it to do. That's one of my favorite things about it. It takes that expectation and puts it on the screen. And again, when you look at it, it's just, it's very easy to navigate. It's very easy to use. Everything is exactly where you think it should be. Let's go look at my Starlink. So I've got a Starlink device in here, and let's see. I wonder where it's broadcasting. It doesn't look like it's broadcasting. Maybe I have it unplugged anyway. But it's pretty interesting to see all of that coverage, and so simply. If you think about the actual piece of equipment being so small and fitting in your hand so well and being so lightweight, it really is a great solution. It's also way less expensive than a lot of the stuff that's out there. So you've got a better price point on it. It's very easy to use. It's lighter weight. It's a smaller footprint. It automatically uploads. There's no software to install except for the app on your phone when you're doing the survey. It's just a really cool solution, comparatively speaking. So I really dig it. Shout out to the team at Hamina for taking care of me. Full disclosure, this is something that they sent me. They wanted me to try this out. I've been working with the team since they first started, so much love to them for always taking care of me and making sure my license doesn't expire. So I appreciate that. It's a great tool. If you're looking for something in the marketplace to use, the Hamina Nomad for doing wireless site surveys is absolutely right now my top pick, my top choice in the industry for a number of different reasons. The attachment of peak design tabs, the cost, the weight, the ease of use, the auto uploads. It's something that I have no problem recommending. So I hope you found this video enjoyable. I hope there's some good information in there for you. I hope it showed something off. If you have any questions, please send me a message, send me a comment. I'll be happy to talk to you about any of this stuff, and I'll be doing some reviews of more tools as they come out and how they compare to each other. So thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.